Hello, I want to use this opportunity to thank you very much for making time to watch my videos and to follow me on this channel. In my previous video, I outlined some relevant documents for your scholarship or admission application. These documents that are outlined included your motivational statement. I want to clarify that in that episode, I use motivational statement, motivational letter, personal statement to represent the same thing. So don't be confused when even this episode I use interchangeably. Basically, this episode, I want to focus on how you write a coherent and a well-argued or a well-organized motivational statement. Why am I so interested in this document? It is very important in your application process because it is the only period that you will get a chance to convince the review committee or the graduate committee on why they should admit you into the program or why they should offer you the scholarship. At the same time, it is the only point that the review committee will get to know your goals and what drives your interest to participate in the program. So this is a very crucial document that I'm sure that you will not want to take chances. You want to write it very well because it adds a lot of voice to your document. So without much ado, I have to go into the details of this episode. As I stated earlier, that I want to take you through how to write a well-organized motivational statement. So basically, I've outlined some 8 points that you should note when writing a motivational statement. So in writing the motivational statement, number one, you have to start with the salutation. Formally, dear sir or dear madam was okay, but because of the dynamics of the period, you may want to use dear admission committee or dear graduate committee in order to navigate any complications that may surround you using the term dear sir or dear madam. So after this, the second point you may want to follow with is the heading or the title of your document. And for example, if you are applying for an agricultural economics in the university where I study, that's the University of Saskatchewan, you can simply state that application for admission to the MSc Agricultural Economics program at the University of Saskatchewan. Maybe yours might not be agricultural economics, but nursing, mechanical engineering, and what have you. I just want to tell you that your motivational statement should have a heading. After the heading, the point 3 is your introduction. In this section, you must give some background information about yourself. And this background information that you are giving, you should note that it should be what motivates you to do this, the discipline that you are applying for. That is, in writing, although it's an introduction that you are writing, but you must creatively craft it in such a way that it is a problem that you have identified in your community, in your country, that you want to contribute in mitigating or abating. So this should be well crafted to also represent your motivation, which should be linked to your academic journey. So in the third point, you may want to consider some relevant experiences and your academic achievement. So in the point 4, you should talk about your relevant work experiences and your academic achievement. I know most often people tend to just state in this so and so year, I've worked here, I've worked here, I've worked there. No. Yes, you've worked there, and so what? What you may want to do is to state the relevant work experiences and the abilities you gain during this process and how they relate to the program or how they will be able to help you to excel in the program when you are admitted. So basically, nobody is interested in you stating that you've worked here, you've worked there, you've worked there. No. But they want to know that yes, you have some prior experiences that can help you to navigate or to sail through the program. In the point 5, you must talk about your motivations and your goals. This has to do with your long-term objectives, what you want to do after school or after the program, and how critical the program is to helping you achieve these long-term goals, career aspirations, or dreams. In some cases, you may want to discuss how the scholarship will also facilitate the achievement of these objectives. In point 6, you should talk about your personal qualities. This may include your leadership skill, your ability to excel in an international environment, your team working ability, and your communication skill. These are very important because in graduate programs, you have to do presentations, you have to work with others in the group, and obviously, you are leaving your country of origin into an international environment. So you must be able to tell the graduate committee that you have the abilities to navigate these possible dynamics when you are admitted. Point 7, you must focus on your future plans and resources. Whilst it looks as if this is a bit of repetitive, it's not. So in this point, you must be able to tell the review committee some of the resources that will be of crucial importance to your career objectives. This will include obviously the human resource. For example, you can tell them that maybe the studying under the professors at the department will be a good opportunity to learn and to acquire some skills that will help you in your future endeavor. Also, you have to explain how you plan to use the knowledge and skills you will gain to impact your field or community positively. And in this section, I also advise you not to forget about your country. This is a very crucial point that you should note in any motivational statement that you are writing. The review committee will want to know that you have as part of your plans to return to your country after the program. Because obviously most countries will not want people to just come in, study and stay in the country, maybe doing nothing. So here you must state it out clearly that after school you purpose to go back to your country and then use the knowledge that you have acquired to impact a specific field. So in this case, the review committee will get to know that you are not just interested to come and gain knowledge. However, your motivations or your introduction that you've stated, they want to see it playing back in this point. So please take note of this when you are writing your motivational statement. And the last point, which is the 8th point, you must reiterate why you are a competitive candidate for the program and end by thanking the review committee for making time to review your document. Then lastly, you must bring the closure, and the closure entails yours faithfully. You neatly sign your document and follow by your full name. So basically, these are the procedures that I want to introduce you to. However, I must acknowledge that there are several means of writing a motivational statement, and I know many people have different styles. But for me, this is the style that I use to win my first scholarship at the United States in Ohio University, which obviously after getting my visa, I didn't go to the United States because that was the same day I also won my European Erasmus Mundus scholarship using this same procedure that I've introduced to you. So I turned to Europe and I use the same procedure again to win a full scholarship in Canada, which the program I'm currently on. So I am convinced that you should follow this procedure and also learn from other sources so that your motivational statement will be more better and perfect than what I have. In my next episode, I will just show you some of the motivational statements that I've written, most especially those ones that I've used to win funding. I just want you to know, because I know that this point that I've discussed with you, it may look very clumsy in your mind, but with practical examples, you'll get to know what exactly I want to talk about. So in my next episode, I'm going to record a screen and I will show you exactly what I mean using mine. I'm not saying they are carbon copies or you should rigidly follow those procedures. You must be flexible in learning. So you should just follow me and then also learn from other sources to write a more stronger motivational statement than what I have, because I hope that you win more funding than I do and you even get more better and juicy funding than the ones I have won over the years. So thank you for making time to watch this video. If you have not subscribed, I will kindly ask you to subscribe, to like and to share, and to also comment so that I know exactly what you expect of me and the kind of content that I should continue to bring out. Thank you, and I look forward to crossing your path once again. Bye.